Hello, it's Em again, and this is the time for CraftTube. And I have three things to talk about: CraftPod, bullet journal, and diamond painting. Let's start with the CraftPod. Not too much, as you can see. I only started one of the projects from the summer 2019. This is the Sweet Pea embroidery. It's going to look like this, more or less, because when I started to copy the design using a piece of paper, and you put it here and then you try to follow the lines, it unstuck because I used a washi tape and I used too little of it, so it moved. And I just wasn't able to really put it back together in precisely the same spot. So especially the flowers are a little weird, not really regular, as you can see. Also, the stitches are super tiny, and these are supposed to be split stitches, and I'm not always able to fit into the stitch because it's just one thread of the floss. But I hope this will look really nice, because the effect is supposed to be really amazing. So I hope mine will be at least half as cute as this one is. The other project from the summer CraftPod is a cake, and that's not my strong suit, so I guess I won't really make it. I'll probably translate the recipe and ask my mom to do it for me, and we'll see if it tastes as good as it looks, because it really does look delicious. But for me, embroidery, and I only started. I don't think it's going to go quick as other projects, because first I need to outline those flowers, and because it's tiny split stitches, it's going to take a long time. But I'm getting there. So yeah, that's the first project that's done. Another thing is the bullet journal, and I've mostly done January. It's not yet super filled in, but I'm also getting there. I did color in some grid lines from before. I did do the key chart, more or less. Then I will have a writing up there, and I've done some months that are the most necessary for me right now. So that is the future log. I managed to fit in 4 months in one page, so I only need 3 pages for that. Then there's a list of my goals for the year. I'm not expecting to get all of them, because, for example, here, this is what I want to learn. So there's needle tatting, sashiko, and those stitch markers. And I guess I'll only learn 2 of them. I'm not really sure if I managed to do all 3, but I wanted to leave myself some choice for that. Then there's this January one with I decided to add Finnish names of the month. It's here, and then days of the week, just because I've been trying to learn Finnish for 10 years now, and it's really not the easiest language in the world. So anything that will at least make me remember a few words, that's good. So there's that. Then those days, I managed to fit in 4 days on a 2-page spread most of the time, and with weekends I decided to go with 2 days together in the same row, so then I fit 5. Like I said, I still have to fill in all the things I did at school, so that there's a record for it. and yeah, it goes on like that. Then at the end of the month I decided to make a sort of what I stitching page, and I guess I will, if I have a page, just like one page left at the end of the month, I will do something like what I stitching, what I are crafting, what I are crocheting. We'll think about other names. Basically it's because I tend to forget what I've worked on between different YouTube videos. I decided to just mark what I've worked on during weeks between floss tubes. So right now I only marked the fairy because that's the only thing I've worked on so far. I will work a bit more on that. I've got all my projects listed, then there's a space for a few more. And obviously I haven't finished the page yet because, wow, floss tube 23 will be, oh well, in a few months, so it can wait. And then I started February, but I don't really have an idea yet. I know that January is finishing. Well, actually today is February already, but I really don't need the calendar like today. So I guess today or tomorrow I will think of a spread for February and just continue. I just need to think of things like this, because here I thought of calendar because it's the start of the year, so there are usually some things connected to calendar things. And with February, I don't know. I mean, I know there's Valentine's Day, but I'm not too fond of pink color or red color, so I don't think it would suit me. Then I have winter holidays coming in February, so also I will not write terribly much in the journal, and I don't really know how to fit in this winter time and winter holidays into the themes. I'll have to just think about it. Before I thought about, a snowflake, a snowman or something, but the weather right now, I don't think we will have winter. I mean, there are some parts of my country which get to see some snow, but it's not here where I live, so unfortunately, no snow yet, no winter, and no ideas for this like art stuff for the bullet journal. And the diamond painting, the last thing. I started the universe or the cosmos, just sort of, planets, galaxies, whatever. And I did this part. Not super much, but I think it's actually working up faster than the previous one. By the way, I still have not received my drills. I don't know what's going on with the post these days because first I don't have my winter CraftPod that was supposed to come mid-December. It still hasn't come, so I don't think I'll ever see it. Now with those Huacan drills, I still haven't received those, so I can't finish my previous project yet. This one is working up faster than I thought, and definitely faster than the previous one, maybe because it's smaller in general, so it's just a feeling. It only looks like in comparison. I quite like the texture of it because these are round drills, not square ones. So the texture is a little different, and I quite like it when you touch it. It does have a interesting feeling, but it is kind of difficult because you really need to be careful when you put those drills on, because, for example, here, like the outside of the circle in a square is in the color that your drill is supposed to be. But the exact spot where you should put the drill is usually white with the symbol on it. And if you don't manage to put the drill exactly in the right spot, you get to see this white bit. And if you want to, for example, put 3 at the time, it already makes things more difficult because they don't always like go super symmetrical and super together. So then you have to try and move them, and I don't really have the patience for it. So there are places where you can see the white bit from beneath the drills. That's why I'm not really sure I like it. It just makes things a bit more difficult. But other than that, it is interesting to work with the round drills. So, and the effect is still nice. I mean, I think it will look better in a larger size because this might, in the end, might look a bit too pixelated. But other than that, I think it actually looks nice, and I've got this part done. So obviously not terribly much, but it does look like progress. I mean, in 1 month, and actually I guess like a week that I managed to work on it, it's actually 3 days because you can see these are 3 parts, and I usually work like 1 part per day, the whole sort of bigger row. So just 3 days of work, and not whole days obviously. So it's actually pretty nice. I'm quite happy about that too. And next CraftTube, I hope to have, yeah, I guess at least twice as much. Although I will have winter holidays, so maybe I'll get to like half of the row. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to make too many promises, but I really hope to work a bit more this month, because other months might not be as good for working on diamond painting. So thanks for watching. These were my 3 things: diamond painting, bullet journal, and CraftPod that's going to look like this. So yeah, thanks for watching. Give it a like if you like it, subscribe if you think you want to see my progress, and see you next time. Bye!